Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. This is the solved question paper of Rajasthan Public Service Exam Geology 2016 question paper. And I hope this is useful for various other competitive exams like CSIR, NET, GSI, other exams. Welcome to set 4. Coming to the first question. Relics of original mineral and texture which is found in the metamorphic rocks are described as A. Decussate texture, B. Palimpsest texture, C. Nematoblastic texture, and D. Lepidoblastic texture. The correct option is palimpsest texture. This palimpsest texture is also known as a relict texture, which is a texture in the metamorphic rocks that has survived metamorphism, and it shows the original rock type texture. And low-grade metamorphic rocks, they often preserve relict texture as well. So palimpsest textures, they can include relict igneous porphyritic feldspar and quartz, and also relict igneous texture. It's also known as a blastoclastic texture and blastosemetic textures. So the relics of the original mineral and texture which is found in metamorphic rocks are described as palimpsest texture. B is the correct option. Next question. Loam is A. Sand plus clay, B. Silt plus clay, C. Sand and silt, D. Sand, silt and clay. So loam is a combination of sand, silt and clay. A soil, this is roughly equal proportions of sand, silt and clay. D is the correct option. Next question. Which rock generally is deposited under anaerobic conditions? A. Graywacke, B. Black shale, C. Red sandstone, and D. Mudstone. The rock which is deposited generally under anaerobic conditions is known as a black shale. Black shales are dark colored mudstones that are usually deposited in marshy areas and continental sedimentary basins under anoxic or low oxic conditions, and they can form in stagnant water columns, and these are characterized by high levels of organic matter and pyrite. So B, black shale is the correct option. Next question. What is micrite? Micrite is A. Fine sandstone, B. Fine shale, C. Microcrystalline limestone, D. Coarse grained limestone. So micrite is known as a microcrystalline limestone. Micrite is a textural term for microcrystalline carbonates that are less than so these are less than 4 millimeters in size, and it is also a type of carbonate rock that is made up of calcareous particles which are between 0.06 and 2 millimeters in diameter. So micrite can be found as a matrix in sedimentary in carbonate rocks, or as micrite envelopes around allotropes. So micrite is known as a microcrystalline limestone. C is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following sedimentary environment is characterized by abundance of evaporites? A. Tidal flat, B. Subka, C. Intracratonic, D. Reef complex. So the correct option is subka. Subkas are low relief flats that form in arid and semi-arid climates when the evaporation is greater than the rainfall, and it allows the evaporate minerals to accumulate. And they are often found in coastal deserts or inland cities, which are characterized by wavy laminae and periodic wetting and drying of the surface. And subkas, they can be marine or continental and are important components of coastal plains. B, subka is the correct option. Next question. Which mineral shows single chain silicate structure? Simple question. A. Olivine, B. Beryl, C. Pyroxene, D. Mica. So single chain silicate structure is found in the pyroxene. C is the correct option. Next question. High magnitude of anomalous elements in a particular area is called A. Anomaly, B. Background value, C. Threshold value, and D. Excessive value. The correct option is known as anomaly. Anomaly values are unexpected values in the data that are outside the normal range, and they can indicate problems or rare events such as hacking and other malfunctions. And anomaly analysis is a process that examines the data values for unexpected behavior, and they can reveal flawed data values, elements, or records. A. Anomaly is the correct option. Lepidolite mica is A. Chromium bearing, B. Fluorine bearing, C. Lithium bearing, and D. Iron bearing. Lepidolite mica is known as lithium bearing. C is the correct option. Next. The oldest minerals found on the surface of the earth are crystals of A. Calcite, B. Quartz, C. Tourmaline, D. Zircon. The oldest minerals are found on the surface of the earth are the crystals of quartz. B is the correct option. exfoliation is a form of A. Physical weathering, B. Chemical weathering, C. Biochemical weathering, and D. Mass testing. Exfoliation is a form of physical weathering. Next question. The non-diagnostic physical property of mineral is A. Streak, B. Luster, C. Fracture, D. Color. So mostly the streak, luster, and fracture are the important diagnostic physical property, whereas the color is not the diagnostic property. So D is the correct option. Next question. Quartz transforms to stishovite because of A. Dynamothermal metamorphism, B. Contact metamorphism, C. Shock metamorphism, and D. Plutonic metamorphism. So the correct option is shock metamorphism. This is also known as the impact metamorphism or shock wave metamorphism. This is the process of irreversible chemical or physical change in the materials which are caused by shock waves from high pressure impact events. And quartz can transform into stishovite under shock metamorphism. C is the correct option. Next question. Chemical composition of cinnabar is also simple, straightforward question. A. HGS, B. Sb2s3, C. ASS, that is arsenic sulfide, and D. Mercury oxide. So the chemical composition of cinnabar is mercury sulfide. Cinnabar is a toxic bright red to reddish brown mineral that is the primary ore of mercury, and it is made up of mercury sulfide and is often found in veins near volcanic rocks and hot springs. HGS is the correct option. Next question. A petrographic term olefin is used for which mineral? A. Carbonate mineral, B. Phosphorate mineral, C. Silica mineral, and D. None of this. So petrographic term olefin is used for phosphorate mineral. So this is a non-crystalline fine-grained variety of apatite. It's also known as a massive apatite, and it's often carbonate-rich fluorapatite or hydroxyl apatite. And so this olefin is a major component of phosphate rock and fossil bone. So it contains like calcium, phosphorus fluoride, and it's an amorphous in crystal system. Next question. Diatomaceous earth deposits are formed by plant organism diatoms that secrete A. Nitrates, B. Silica, C. Carbonates, and D. Phosphates. So diatomaceous earth deposits are formed by plant organism known as the diatoms that secrete silica. So diatoms secrete silica at some point during the life cycle, and diatoms are unicellular algae that have the silica walls, cell walls, and these are part of Chrysophyta division and Basilorophyceae class. And the silica is formed inside the cell membrane that is found in vesicles called the silica deposition vesicles and then secreted outside the cell through a process called exocytosis. So B. Silica is the correct option. Next question. Which is the most correct sequence of elemental abundance in the earth? A. Oxygen, which is greater than silica, is greater than magnesium, is greater than iron and calcium. B. Oxygen, next is followed by silica, followed by aluminium, magnesium and calcium. C. Oxygen followed by silica, which is followed by magnesium and aluminium and iron. And D. Oxygen, which is in greater proportion when compared to silica, and silica is in greater when compared to aluminium, and aluminium is greater in proportion to iron, and iron is greater in proportion to magnesium. So the most correct sequence of the elemental abundance in the crust is D, that is known as oxygen. Next is silica. Next goes as aluminium, followed by iron and magnesium. D is the correct option. Next question. Hooke's law is applicable in the case of A. Stretching, B. Bending, C. Twisting, and D. All these. So Hooke's law is applicable for all the cases like stretching, bending, and twisting. D. All of this is the correct option. Next question. The Jodhpur sandstone is the treasure of A. Organic structures, B. Sedimentary structures, C. Biogenic structures, and D. Iron structures. The Jodhpur sandstone is a treasure of sedimentary structure. It is a heritage stone in western Rajasthan, India. So Jodhpur sandstone is a heritage stone in western Rajasthan, and it has several sedimentary structures including microbially induced sedimentary structures and also small rounded to elliptical mounds or blisters that create a granular surface. And these structures can be circular or elliptical, and they range in size from 1 to 4 millimeters. And they can be seen on both the ripple surface and the plain bed, and they give rise a bedding plane, a mat texture. So the Jodhpur sandstone is a treasure of sedimentary structures. B is the correct option. Next question. The evaporite minerals are known from A. Birmania Formation, B. Jodhpur Group, C. Fatehgarh Formation, and D. Hansiran Group. The evaporate minerals are known from Hansiran Group. The Hansiran evaporate group is also known as HEG, is the collective name given to the entire halide bearing subsurface sequence found in the central and northern parts of the Nagar basin. So the evaporate minerals are known from Hansiran group. D is the correct option. Next question. Sediments which are formed by slow precipitation of minerals from water in place by crystallization are called as A. Terrigenous marine sediments, B. Pelagic marine sediments, C. Artesianic marine sediments, and D. None of these. So the sediments which are formed by slow precipitation of minerals from seawater in place by crystallization are called as terrigenous marine sediments. Terrigenous sediments are the sediments that are transported to the ocean from the land by wind, rivers, and ocean currents, also glaciers. And these are also known as the clastic, detrital, or land-derived sediments. And terrigenous sediments, they can include volcanic ash and turbidites. So the correct option is A, terrigenous marine sediments. These are the sediments which are formed by slow precipitation of minerals from seawater in place by crystallization. Hope you have followed these questions, and see you in the next video. Hope you can subscribe to Explore Your Sciences. Thank you for your time.